In this video, I'll show you 10 brilliant games that make perfect gifts and tell you who to buy them for. All of them are great for people new to modern board games. If you want to buy them, there are links in the description of this video.
Okay, I've stuffed my bed, blanketed my chipolatas, creamed my Yule log, dusted my pfeffernusse, and fingered my trifle. Barry, have you frosted your tumblers?
If you mean stuck the glasses in the freezer, then yes.
Barry, you have to spritz them with a light mist, or otherwise they won't frost up.
Jesus Christ, Sandra, it's not the end of the world.
You're right, Barry, it's Christmas. It's far more important.
I'm giving away 7 of the games on this list to one lucky winner. To enter the competition, simply subscribe to this channel, like this video, and post a comment below. Sushi Go Party is a great gift because it's incredibly cute. It's a really enjoyable game that's quick to pick up and different every time you play it. The aim of the game is to eat the best meal of sushi. Everyone picks a card from their hand at the same time and then passes the rest to the left, like a carousel in a sushi restaurant. It's all about hoping you'll get the right cards and stopping your opponents from getting the cards they want. Everyone's playing at the same time, which means no one has to sit around waiting for their turn. It's addictive, you'll want to play multiple games in a row. The beauty of Sushi Go Party is that there's 25 different dishes to mix and match, meaning you'll never play the same game twice. Such as tofu, which if you eat too much you grow sick of and get 0 points. Or wasabi, which makes some sushi taste and score better. You can play it with 2 to 8 players. It's a great gift for families or anyone looking for a simple, fun game to play in almost any setting. How many tattoos have you got?
0.
How did we meet?
At a friend's wedding? Not drunk 3 AM at a chicken shop.
Good. And if they ask about my job, what do you say?
I don't know, that you're still looking for one?
No, that I'm freelancing.
5:30 AM. Take the turkey out of the brine. Allow an extra 20 seconds for it to drip. 5:31. Drive to the farm shop for the fresh eggs. Run red lights if necessary. 5:50. Sedate the cat. We can't have her jumping on the Christmas tree again like last year.
And if they ask you what you think about immigration, do you say A, it's vital for prosperity, B, we are all global citizens, or C, immigrant is just a word you use to replace Islamic to cover up how much of a racist arsehole you are?
Trick question. I just pretend I didn't hear what they said.
Good. But what if they say global warming doesn't exist because it's still bloody cold in this house?
No, I can't. I can't do it.
You have to stay strong.
12:35 PM. We'll open our 3rd present each. 12:37. Timmy will perform. Dress rehearsal, Timmy. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus lay down his sweet head. Oh, my little angel. It's going to be the best Christmas ever.
Look, it's not going to be the best Christmas ever. We just need to get through it.
I'm scared.
Me too. Happy Salmon is an energetic, silly game that plays in just 2 minutes and will have you laughing, shouting and running around the room. You're all stood around the table turning over cards and shouting out what your card tells you to do.
Pound it, pound it.
When you find someone shouting the same thing as you do the action with them. You get rid of the card and you're on to the next, looking for people to fist bump, swap places with and do the Happy Salmon. The first person to get rid of their cards wins. Happy Salmon is a wonderful burst of energy, competitiveness, and excitement that I've played again and again. It's the perfect stocking filler for kids and teenagers, but don't be fooled, I've played this with 20 different adults and they've all loved it. It's just the exercise you need after eating all that Christmas dinner.
Barry, why is there a girl in our living room?
I knew this day would come. Which one are you? We've got no money. I want a paternity test. Sandra, hide your jewellery.
It's okay, she's with me.
What have I told you about bringing in homeless people? We haven't got a big enough hot water tank for another person, especially one in need of a good soak. I know charity begins at home, but can't it carry on somewhere else? It's Christmas.
I'm not homeless.
Well, I don't know how young people are wearing their hair these days.
Mum. Barry. This is my girlfriend.
A girlfriend?
Well, blow me down.
But we always just assumed...
What, that I'm gay?
No, that you're asexual.
Asexual what?
Unusual Suspects is one of my favourite party games. It's like Guess Who, but more judgmental.
That one looks like Sarah Davenport. Do you remember the girl that you used to fancy at school? I saw her the other day. She's still very pretty. Has that lovely thick brown hair. Do you remember? Yeah, sure. Can we just... Of course, she's Sarah Stevens now. Her husband makes a lot of money. He started his own business. They're terribly rich. Do you like that Jon makes YouTube videos?
There's a lineup of faces. One player knows which one is the criminal, and they have to answer yes or no questions about that person, such as, have they had an affair, or are they a vegetarian? Based on their answers, the other players have to eliminate suspects from the lineup until they catch the criminal. What I love about this game is arguing with your friends when you're convinced that somebody looks like a vegetarian and they're convinced that they don't. You end up creating entire backstories for these cartoon people. Yeah, she's smiling, but look at her eyes. Decades spent in a loveless marriage. He says he'll take her on holiday, but he always spends it down the bookies instead. And that's why I think she does have a good singing voice. I would buy this for students or 20-somethings who want a relaxed party game to play with a few drinks and any number of friends. It's a great alternative to games like Cards Against Humanity, and it will have everyone laughing. And if you're feeling extra generous, there's more great faces and questions in the expansion.
20% more people. That's only 4.7 mince pies per head. And she's already had one. If only my son felt more comfortable to share these things with his mother. I could have planned.
She'll be like this for a few hours.
Sarah, tell me something. What do you reckon about all these immigrants?
I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't hear what you said.
The immigrants. What's your take on it?
Sorry, no, I'm still not hearing it right.
Mum, Sarah's family always has mashed potato with Christmas dinner.
You what?
And I was thinking, since she's our guest, we should make her feel at home and...
Of course, dear. I'll just have to go to the big Tesco on the outskirts of town because Waitrose will be shut this late. And I'll need to take the ring road because of the traffic. But it's no trouble.
Oh, it's no problem if you don't have enough.
It's fine. You're our guest. Our last-minute guest. I'm sure I'll be able to find 5 minutes in between flambeing the sprouts and carving the centrepiece.
If I wanted to get someone into modern board games, I would give them Dream Home this Christmas. It couldn't be further from the misery of Monopoly if it tried. Each turn you pick a room to add to your house. You can extend rooms to make them better, or add in pianos, 4-poster beds, or hot tubs. But not if someone else takes them first. Dream Home is full of classic board game dilemmas. You start off with the best of intentions. You want the big living room, the bathroom on both levels, and the perfect matching roof. But at some point you're going to have to give up on that dream. When do you admit to yourself it's time to settle?
I settled, didn't I, Sandra? Best decision I ever made.
It plays really quickly, it has real visual appeal, and it still manages to squeeze in some strategic depth. Dream Home is the perfect gift for people new to board gaming. Within minutes you're not just playing, you're hooked.
Right, everyone get your coats on, it's time for midnight mass.
Actually, we were thinking of...
This was in the schedule, Jonathan. I emailed it to you.
It's just, I don't believe in God, so I'd feel like a bit of a fraud.
It's the Church of England, dear. No one believes in God.
I guess, but I just don't really agree with...
This is our tradition. It might not fit into your idea of Christmas. It might taste unwelcome like a mouthful of mashed potato. But just eat it.
Junkart takes family favourite Jenga and blows it out of the water. This is actually 10 games in one box. You're trying to stack these weird shaped wooden pieces without them falling over. In one game you might be trying to do it the fastest. In another you're choosing pieces for the player on your left. Or you might be trying to build the tallest tower. There's a lot of variety. It's full of tense, funny moments where you're watching each other trying to pull off ridiculous moves. I love the way the pieces fit together to create audacious towers, and they're so colourful that each creation looks like a little bit of modern art. There's lots of games out there like this, but Junkart does it better than all of them. It retains all the immediate fun of Jenga, but adds an extra layer of decision making which makes it that bit more entertaining. Junkart is a great addition to any game shelf. It's pure fun, and you won't get tired of it like so many mass market family games.
It's 11:34. Time for us to open some presents. But before we do, I wanted us to take a few minutes to remember why we do this.
Just say amen at the end.
The John Lewis Christmas advert.
Pandemic Iberia gives you the feeling of being a hero, trying to save the world in a race against time. You're working together to defeat the game. It's the 1800s, and you're a team of experts sent to research the diseases ravaging Spain and Portugal. This is a puzzle to solve. When is the best time to plan for the future by building railways to get around? When must you treat the diseases to prevent an outbreak? And how will you find the time in between all of that to actually work together and win the game? It's a tough game to beat. It will taunt you into coming back to try again and again, making that first victory all the sweeter. Pandemic Iberia is based on the modern classic Pandemic, another brilliant Christmas gift. Either gift is great for someone who wants a taste of what modern board games can offer, and Iberia is the perfect gift for someone who already loves the original Pandemic.
I made you this, Sarah.
Aw, Timmy, that's so sweet.
The snowman is called Sarah, like you.
You're gonna break all the girls' hearts when you grow up, aren't you? As long as he doesn't break his mother's.
If you want to give someone the feeling of being a kid again, opening presents on Christmas Day, then give them Beasts of Balance. This game will captivate you. It did me.
This is for you, Timmy.
Wow!
Oh, what you got in that? He's far too young to appreciate it. He'll just end up wearing the box as a hat.
Don't be ridiculous, Jonathan. Timmy's doing very well at school now and...
You open the box and find these wonderfully tactile brushed plastic animals. You stack them on top of each other on this pedestal. Where the game comes alive is in its app. You scan each piece and it enters the magical on-screen universe.
Scan the octopus, Timmy.
Scan the octopus. Huh. Ooh.
Then put them on top.
Huh. Hello.
It's a game of exploration. You have to work out how to get points by crossing beasts with others to make new species, or migrating them between land, sea, and air. Each new beast you discover is added to your collection, and this is where the game gets addictive. You want to keep going back to try new things and find new beasts.
Timmy, can I have a go?
Okay.
This is the perfect game to give to someone who's addicted to catching Pokemon, gadget lovers, or anyone you want to impress. At £69, it's expensive, but it feels worth it to me.
Barry, can you turn up the heating? We need to warm up Timmy's vocal cords for his carol concert.
Bloody winter cost me a fortune. All these hippies who go on about global warming. What a load of bollocks. It's freezing.
Barry, don't.
And they insist on wasting taxpayers' money building those bloody great fans on the tops of cliffs to cool the country down.
They're not fans, they're wind turbines.
Gone and got yourself one of them feminists, ain't you, John?
Oh, well that should kick things off.
And what exactly is wrong with being a feminist? It's Christmas, this isn't a time to fight. I've scheduled in some time for that later at 6 p.m. when Barry's had more to drink.
I'm sorry, I just can't deal with people that think climate change is as real as Father Christmas.
What have you done?
Celestia is a game of taking risks and asking yourself, do you trust your friends? It's a great example of how simple but entertaining modern board games can be. You're all aboard an airship, flying through the clouds, trying to reach faraway cities. But the further you go, the more you'll face obstacles like storms and pirates. Each turn you have to decide if the captain can get you safely to the next city, or if you think the ship will crash and you want to get out. The joy of this game is in the bluffing. If the captain says, we'll be fine, I can handle these pirates, is he telling the truth? Or lying, knowing the ship is going to crash and he wants to take you down with him? Whereas other times he might say, we're going to crash, I haven't got the cards I need, in a bid to get you out the ship so that he can carry on by himself and get more points than you. The excitement and frustration of taking risks is palpable and creates wonderful moments. And the 3D ship brings you into the story of the game. Celestia is a great game for a friend who would enjoy the bluffing and social aspect. You get a surprising amount of game for such a small box and a small price.
I'm really sorry, I just didn't... Oh look, what the time is, it's 12:37. It's time for Timmy's carol concert. Everything's fine, we're having a wonderful Christmas.
Mummy,
Off you go, sweetheart, Christmas is waiting.
away in a manger, no crib or a bed.
I can't do it. You people are animals. You inviting someone here without telling me. And you, I give you one job to frost some tumblers and you can't even do that. And you hate Christmas so much that you would tell a small child that Father Christmas and his reindeers don't exist.
Women, eh?
Shut up, Barry. Onitama is the kind of game that feels like it's been around for thousands of years. It seems timeless, like chess or mahjong, but without the stuffiness. In this two-player game, you have to take your opponent's king, or get your king to their side. It's all about planning ahead and outthinking your opponent. It gets your brain going like a game of chess, but it only takes 20 minutes and it's a lot more fun. Instead of needing to know lots of rules or strategies, the game uses cards that tell you how the pieces move, and make the game different every time you play it. Onitama is a great gift for your partner, or anyone who has someone they can play against again and again. It's addictive, and it's also a beautiful present to receive. Very few board games look as sophisticated as this.
I know she's a bit difficult, but she means well. Your girlfriend must think I'm crazy.
No, of course not.
Your mum is crazy.
Yeah, I did warn you.
Did you go and talk to her first?
No, of course not. I had to, stop Timmy crying.
If only there was something we could do that would take our minds off the sadness and have us talking about something other than politics.
Yeah, okay, board games, I know. You want to play board games. Codenames Pictures and its older brother Codenames are games that everyone should be playing with their family at Christmas. You play in two teams. One person has to get their teammates to guess the right pictures from the ones on the table. They do this by giving a one-word clue, followed by a number of how many pictures the clue relates to.
Christmas, 2.
The joy of this game is talking through with your teammates what you think the clue means. And I love the challenge of coming up with the perfect clue because you have to avoid accidentally leading them to choose the other team's pictures. And there's a real race feeling to it because you want to be the first team to find all of your pictures. I've played Codenames more than any other board game and it never gets old. It's as simple as all the Christmas games of our childhood, but with just enough of a modern twist to make it 10 times better. Codenames Pictures is the perfect gift to buy yourself. Keep your family entertained and have them arguing over clues instead of politics this Christmas.
That one.
Yes!
And that one.
Yes, we did it!
Oh, well done us.
Mum, how'd you keep winning?
Thank you, everyone. You really have made this the perfect Christmas.
Yay!
When do you think we can stop pretending that she's getting them right?
Never.
I'm giving away 7 of the games in this video to one lucky winner to be in with a chance of winning Beasts of Balance, Celestia, Pandemic Iberia, Dream Home, Sushi Go Party, Codenames Pictures and Happy Salmon. Simply subscribe to this channel, like this video and post a comment below. If you'd like to buy any of the games in this list, I've put links to all of them in the description of this video below. If you're new to Actualol, check out my top 10 games to play at Christmas or my alternatives to Jenga video starring my little brother Timmy. I'm Actualol on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Jon Purkis. Thanks for watching and Merry Christmas.